to anticipate the problems to solve them. Let's not get things by guessing. Our greatest glory is never falling but climbing every time we fall. Activating the conscious and metaconscious allows us to find new possibilities. When you have a problem, leave it aside from 15 to 30 minutes. Rand out the random thoughts that are at 3 in the morning. Full attention helps us to enter a consequent state that facilitates being able to concentrate. Practice these 3 steps from mindfulness: not to judge, not forcing, gratitude, and generosity. Full attention invites you to see everything with a fresh look, free of desires and wounds of the past. Always think calmly and good attitude. Resilience is not an inherent feature of the human being, if not a capacity that we develop with practice. Before a difficult situation, teams must be able to improvise and develop new ideas or ways of handling adversity. Having resilient equipment is a differential factor for companies. After an adversity, it is important to be able to heal ourselves to knowing that we can continue moving forward. Recovering from a difficult moment requires going to the desire to be well, to take actions that help us create a new calm and heal wounds. Begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel is important, but only if you start walking towards the exit. Listening to a cheerful music, send positive text messages, see a fun series, painting or reading, or activities that make you feel good. Write those phrases that inspire you and restore you. Tune your body, your face, your tone of voice, and your words with the emotion you want to spread. Each person recovers at a different pace, so you don't compare yourself with the way other people assume change. Do not allow a traumatic experience to limit your life, but take your time to habituate the new normality. Exercise this regularly. This helps you take attention from your body and your mind. Live one day at the same time, looking for reasons to feel grateful to you today without anticipating the future. All human beings have the ability to recover. It depends and strengthen it. The key quality to lead are based on the ability not to fall into the mentality of crisis. The success of a good leader depends fundamentally on the degree of trust that people have in them. Resilience is not a luxury, it is an essential competition that generates resonance in team members and their families. We need to evolve our individual and collective functioning to a high. Your task is to be agile in the entire extension of the emotional word, cognitively and socially. Go to the action with reduced information to transmit confidence, to join your contacts and make things happen. We are less strong, but united we can be successful. Creativity thriving. When control and routine disappear today is the best time to activate creative capacity. Only when the brain faces stimuli who has not found before begins to reorganize perception and activate creativity. When a moment of inflection arises, it is a great opportunity for those who decide to increase their cognitive flexibility or creative thinking. Breaking the schemes that limit us allow our brain to create what we imagine. New and creative approaches are necessitated to adapt to change. Your life is the result of what you think about it. If you think differently, you will have greater opportunities to feel happy and satisfied, productive. Advancing on the path of being more creative requires activating the adaptation to change in our brain. We can renew and organize indefinitely the basic structure of our neurons by applying the correct techniques. Our brain is an energetic greed that is scheduled to survive, and that's why you don't like changing. Cognitive change is the ability of the brain to adapt its behavior and thoughts to new and unexpected events. Strengthen known behaviors, modify behavior patterns, and incorporate new behaviors. When you master behavior, for example, driving a car, most details are made on automatic pilot. When you modify an existing behavior internally, your brain adapts to the adjustment by creating new synaptic terminals. When you learn a new language, you are promoting your ability to learn others. Mental patterns are the limits that we self-impose to justify many of the behaviors that we repeat. Instead of thinking about being creative, you accept that you are already able to think creatively. The most winning alternative can be making new mistakes. Remember when we were children and we had many ideas, we imagined possible worlds and saw spacecraft where others saw boxes. Handles uncertainty with that releases bandwidth to be creative. To deny being creative would be to deny as a human being. People are curious by nature, and from AHY creativity follows. The less I resist what I need to learn to grow easier and quickly I learn. When you are mentally flexible, you are resistant and receptive to change. Inspiration exists, but it has to be daily.